Hey everyone, and welcome to another class with me, Stephanie, here at Linguistiko. This class is called Exercise Vocab, and it's for intermediate students or advanced students. And in this class, we will be discussing a bunch of vocabulary related to exercise, different types of exercise. We'll be also having a conversation about our own exercise habits so we can practice using this new vocabulary. And so, yeah, it's just going to be a really relaxed class, and it'll be really good to learn some new terms. I decided that this class was really important just because if you're ever in an English-speaking country and you have to use the gym, you want to maybe ask a trainer a question, or I don't know, just understand what they're talking about in the movies when there's a scene of people in the gym. I wanted to go over these words because they're not too difficult, but they're very specific. For example, if you say a back squat or something, you want to know what a back squat is. So anyhow, that's what we're going to be working on today. I have a bunch of pictures that we're going to use to aid us in this class. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So started in just a second. Hi, Fernando. Welcome back.
Hello again.
Hey, so this is the exercise vocab class. I'm really excited to be doing this class because I love working out. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, each opportunity I have time, I like working out as well.
Good. So, tell me about your own workout habits. Do you go to the gym? How many days a week do you work out? How many hours a week, etc.?
Well, it depends on the time. Sometimes I like go running, or I know it's jogging, right? When you are
Yeah.
not walking.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the difference between running and jogging in a little bit, but basically it's you could say the same thing. You could say I went running or I went jogging. But to be specific, jogging is at like a slower pace and running is generally faster.
Okay, so I go jogging or running sometimes, and well, also uh, I'm not going because due to my I'll be able to go. So what I do is I perform some workouts here in my house. I like doing. Have you ever heard about Insanity?
No, I have not. Well, maybe I have, but I'm not sure. Is it like a workout series that you can like follow some videos?
Yes, definitely. There's a kind of there's a series of videos to perform a workout that lasts. I mean, there are different routines per day, and each routine lasts like 40 minutes, could be something like that. So it's a kind of quick workout if you don't have time enough, maybe to go to the gym
Gym.
or yes, gym. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what kinds of movements do they do in these videos?
Oh, well, actually, what they don't do, I mean, I don't know if we have time enough or if while any other guys come to the session, if I can, if I can put it on the YouTube app, I will try because just let me look for it because I mean, you must see this. It's
Okay.
like insanity or because you will find that there is a lot of different workouts that they do like crazy. Just let me.
You know which workout like series I used to do? It's called P90X.
Oh, well, I didn't know about that one. How
Oh,
is it?
okay. That's another one. They have like DVDs, and supposedly if you just follow the DVDs and do what they say, and you change it every single day, like there's a legs DVD and an abdominal one for your arms, and you're supposed to do like a certain workouts per day, and then you get stronger. So I used to do that. But for me, doing like a DVD like that or a video,
Yeah.
I get bored if I do it by myself. I have such a hard time working out by myself in my house, even though I have so much space. I could work out over here, but I'm just like, I just get bored. So maybe it's because I just haven't found any videos that I like. So maybe I'll like these videos that you're about to tell me about.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, okay, so here is it.
Here it is.
Oh, here it is. Okay, thank you very much. Here it is. Okay, I will share it right now here. I mean, I will try to use this YouTube app
Okay.
because okay, just let me check add videos to the playlist. I
This
will
is good
paste.
because this is actually what I wanted for this class. Because I know a lot about working out. I've done a lot of different kinds, and so I really wanted everybody to get involved and share videos and share things. So I'm pretty excited to see whatever you're about to share.
Yeah, okay, nice. So I added the video to the YouTube app. I don't know if you're able to see it.
Oh, hang on.
Okay,
Undo. Hang on, I need to load the app again. I accidentally deleted it.
okay.
That wasn't the idea. Okay. How long is this video? Oh, long.
No, yeah, I just want to show you a short part of it because I
Oh,
mean, if I just like a brief one, so this is a whole routine, and I will put just like a sneak peek, okay?
okay.
Okay, so as it's like
That's
very
so
intense,
cool.
intense. I
That's,
mean,
yeah. Okay, so what is this called? Infinity?
insanity. It's
Oh, insanity.
yeah, insanity.
Okay. And do you have to buy these videos or are they on YouTube or where are they?
Okay. For you, well, there are well, this that one actually was on YouTube, but the to due to copyright and other things are not all on YouTube. So you can order the DVD package, or there are on other pages that I could share after. I mean, and if you will be able to see it for you to check the whole workout routines are very intense and are also really nice and takes like 40 minutes, so it doesn't take too much, but it pushes you to give the best of you doing those exercises because after each routine you finish like okay, all your muscles will be like you will feel really tired.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. I'm glad you showed it to me because it looks fun. It actually looks fun.
Yeah.
Like some of those workout videos, they just look kind of boring, but this is good. And when you watch these, do you watch them in English or do you have to put subtitles? Do you put them in Spanish? What do you do?
When I watch these videos, I just left it in English because all they come in English, so I have no problem listening at Sean T.
Yeah.
Well, following his instructions.
That's great. That is so cool. That's another good reason why to like practice English vocabulary related to working out because that way you can understand exactly what they're saying in the videos. So good.
Yes.
I'm glad. You, when I share the pictures, you will probably be familiar with a lot of the movements that we are going to talk about.
Okay.
Maybe we can share more videos at the end of class. We'll just do like a free video search and we'll look for videos maybe. But
Okay, nice.
that's if we have time. Right now, I want us to make a list of all the activities that we can both think of related to working out and exercising. Like, what are all the that a person can do to work out? So, for example, we could say walk, run, jog. Those ones are obvious. Oops, I put job. Jog. We could say dancing. Okay, so anything that's body movement that gives your body a workout. Let's just make a huge list. Let's both work on it for like a minute or two, and let's see everything that we can come up with, okay?
Okay,
Ready, set, go.
Okay.
Yeah?
But the whole list, I mean, I will be publishing one per one, or the whole list at the end of the minute?
Go ahead and publish each word. So that way it'll be easy to do what I was doing just now.
Okay, nice.
Good, yeah. Ready, set, go.
Okay.
Did you think of another one?
No, I mean, I run out of ideas.
Me too.
Yeah.
So let's read this together and then we will think out loud and maybe we can come up with a couple more to add to our list. Um, so we said walk, run, jog, dancing, swim, walking, push-ups, abs, biking, yoga, jumping. Oh, jump rope. Do you know what jump rope is?
Jump rope. Let me check. No, I don't.
Yeah. Okay, jump rope. That is when you have a rope and you jump over it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's called jump rope. Good. Okay.
Nice.
Now we have, okay, where was I? Pilates, water skiing, like regular skiing in the snow, snowboarding, surfing, water polo, soccer, baseball, obviously all of the sports, surfing again, gymnastics, fighting, volleyball, football, basketball, tennis, frisbee. Do you know what frisbee is?
When you launch this, right? I mean, to catch it, to the other person
Yes, it's
catch
like
it.
a large disc, like a plate, and you throw it, and then another person grabs it. Now, my brother, he has a group that he always plays frisbee with, but they play, I think, like frisbee tag or something like that, and it's like an organized game. Instead of passing a ball, you're throwing the frisbee, and you have to be good at throwing a frisbee because I can't. I throw it, and it like goes behind me. Like I don't know what I do. I'm not good. But anyhow, good. And then I wrote tag. Do you know what a tag is?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I'm sure you guys play it there or kids play it, but basically it's where somebody is it. We say, you're it. And then that person has to run around and touch the other people. He tags them. And then when he tags them, maybe they have to freeze, or maybe they
Oh,
lose,
yeah.
or maybe they become it. So I don't know what word you guys use in Spanish for this, but we say you're it. And when kids are about to play this game, they all say not it, not it, not it, and that means not it. And the last to say it has to be it. And what is it? It is simply the person who has to run around tagging everybody.
Okay, yes, you're right.
Cool. Welcome, Caesar. Welcome to class. How are you? I mean,
Satisfied
I
after
just saw
having
you. How was
yes,
lunch? That's a better question. How was lunch?
it was nice. It was a substantial one.
Yes. What
Yes.
did you eat?
It was well, here in Peru we call it tacu tacu, which is rice with it's mixed with beans and some fried chicken.
Oh my gosh, I want some taku taku. That
Yeah,
sounds amazing.
everybody wants. So it's really, really,
Is
really
it
tasty.
spicy?
No, not really. No, no, no.
Ah, okay. All right. Cool. Well, welcome back. Hi, Lucero. Welcome back. Fernando, I don't remember if you were in the class with Lucero a little while ago. No, I don't think you were.
Oh, no.
Her microphone doesn't work, so she just listens.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, participates in the chat. Also, Lucero, I wanted to tell you something. I don't know if you're using class credits or if you already purchased a membership with Linguistiko, but if these are class credits, instead of using them in a class, what you could do is you could just watch the class live on YouTube until you're able to get a microphone. That way you could use your class credits to actually participate in the class, because anybody can watch these classes live on YouTube. You don't even have to be a part of Linguistiko. I just wanted to let you know in case you want to save your credits and use them when you have a microphone. Are you planning on getting a microphone? Let me know. Write it in the chat. You don't know yet. Okay. I recommend it. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to continue. So we were making a huge list on the side of a bunch of physical activities, different types of sports, some common, some not so common. Some of the uncommon ones we wrote are frisbee, jump rope, tag. Caesar, do you know what jump rope is?
Yes, when you use a rope and you jumped
Yes, and
over
you
it.
do this movement. Okay,
Yes.
good. So tag. Caesar, are you familiar with the game tag?
Yes, it's when someone tries to catch somebody else.
Exactly. Yes.
Well,
And frisbee, are you familiar with frisbee?
yes, I think this frisbee is this thing made of plastic that someone throws it away and then the other person tries to catch it.
Good. They don't throw it away, they just throw it or they toss it, or they throw it. Because when you throw something away, it's like throwing it away in the garbage can. You don't want it
Okay.
anymore. Yeah. Um, good. And then I also put ping pong, because I know it seems like maybe not a lot of physical activity, but when you get really good at it, you have to move around so much, and you have to like jump to the other side of the table and stop the ball from going out. So it really gets your heart rate up. Okay, guys, the next activity that we're gonna do. I'm going to share some pictures, and we're going to talk about what the people are doing in the pictures. And through this, we are hopefully going to learn some new words. You guys are going to get to practice words that you've already learned. And then we will regroup, and we'll talk. Okay? We'll talk. I'll ask some questions. Let me start with this. Okay, but these are all pictures that are related to exercise. So give me a second. Okay, you guys should see a woman and a ball, right?
Yes.
Okay, so who knows what the thing is called, the black thing on the floor? What is that?
Carpet.
Carpet is something we have in our home. This is an exercise blank. It's something specific for exercise.
Okay.
It's
A
called
carpet exercise?
What?
A carpet exercise? Or exercise carpet?
No, it's called a mat. M-A-T. Mat. Okay? And we can call this an exercise mat, or we can call it a yoga mat. Maybe you do yoga. So we call it a mat. And the ball is just an exercise ball. That's what we call it, exercise ball. And what is the woman doing with the ball?
She's doing yoga?
Yeah, it could be a yoga move. But she's balancing. She's balancing because this is actually not that easy to do because a lot of people, if they try this, they would fall over, right? So she's balancing her back leg on the ball, and she is stretching her leg as well. Okay, so this is a move for building muscle and for stretching. Good, we're going to move on. Okay, what is this woman doing?
Running.
Running on what?
That's a spinning machine?
Yes, it spins, but it has a specific name. Okay. Lucero, you muted me. You can't do that. It was probably an accident. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Okay, so this is called a treadmill. Okay, a treadmill. This is what we run on. That's okay, Lucero. Don't worry. One time I was in a class and somebody muted me like 10 times in a row and I had to kick them out. I was, what are you doing? Okay, so yes, that's called a treadmill. You will see those in gyms a lot. And some people even have them in their homes. Does anybody own a treadmill?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Who said yes? Fernando?
Yes.
You have a treadmill? Do you use it?
Yeah. I mean, I have tried it in the gym.
Oh, okay. Good. Oops. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Next. Okay, have you guys ever done this particular exercise? where you have to hold your body up like that for maybe 30 seconds or a minute.
Just being holy, but just being holding your body.
Yes, you are in this position and you have to stay there for 30 seconds to a minute, and this works out your abdominal muscles, your abs. Have you guys ever done this exercise?
Not really.
Okay, you should try it. After class, try this exercise and see how long you can last before your abs start burning.
Okay.
Okay, Lucero says she has this a lot. Good, Lucero, do you know what this is called in English? Nope. Okay, it's called the plank. Okay? When your exercise teacher says, okay, everybody, we're going to do the plank for 30 seconds, this is what they're going to do. Okay? And there are different variations of this plank. You can do a side plank, and you can do it on your left side or your right side. You can do a left side plank where you raise your arm in the air. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically you have to balance, and it works from parts of your abs. Okay, so it's called the plank. It's very, very common. Who knows what this is called, or what is this? Why does it have a 10 on it?
It's a basketball ball.
It's not a basketball. Okay, this is called a medicine ball. I'm not sure why it's called medicine ball, but this is what it's called. And the 10 is for 10 pounds. Okay? This ball is very heavy. It doesn't look heavy, but it's heavy. And what do we do with this ball? I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I can show you guys, okay? Because I used to work with medicine balls all the time when I played water polo. You would have the ball here at your chest, and you would have to throw it to your partner, who would be like over there somewhere. So you throw it, and you would have to follow through with your hands. You can't just like toss it like that, because then that'll ruin your back. So first you have to throw it like this, and then they throw it back, and you have to catch it here. And you throw it back and forth with a partner. Okay? And then it gets really difficult. And then you have other variations where you use itself, and you can put the ball, you can touch your toes, and then you have to put the ball up. Touch your toes, and then put it up. And then you can go left to right, which is from your left foot up, or you can go right to left, which is from your right foot up. And there's so many things you can do. You could even do certain abdominal muscles where you balance on your bottom, and then you move this ball, and you touch the ground here, and then you touch the ground here, and you touch the ground here, and you touch the ground here. And that really works out your oblique muscles, okay, your abdominal muscles. And if you don't have a medicine ball, you can do this with anything that's heavy on it. Just grab it and then move it from one side to the next. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back to our medicine ball, and we'll go to the next picture. Oh, this is scary. What's going on? Why does this guy look so scary?
Probably he's using some steroids besides the workout.
Yeah, some steroids, probably. I mean, is this natural? What's wrong with this?
Everything is wrong. I mean,
everything is wrong.
I just see his. I don't know how you say veins or venas.
Yes,
I mean,
you can see his veins. Yes.
Yeah, I just need to see his veins. I mean, it's not normal.
Okay, and what's up with the color of his skin? Why does he look like a cartoon? Like he's orange. It's disgusting. Yeah. Okay, you guys, but there's an actual sport/competition that has a name where people do this. They work out a lot, they take steroids sometimes, they take protein supplements to be able to compete in a certain type of competition. What is this competition called? Do you know?
I forgot the name.
Physicaltourism? I don't know if that word exists.
It's actually called bodybuilding. You're building your body. This is famous. Like everybody knows what this is. It's bodybuilding. Do you guys have bodybuilding in your countries? I think every country has it probably in some way, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. Okay, and so this guy is a bodybuilder. The people who do this are called bodybuilders, and that's why every single muscle looks so gross. And you guys, I got a nice picture, okay? You just need to Google bodybuilders, and you're going to see some nasty stuff, okay? Because it's weird. And then you're going to see pictures of women who are bodybuilders, and that just shouldn't be legal. So anyhow, so yes, I wanted to talk about bodybuilding because a lot of people do this. Now, if a bodybuilder heard me say this, they would probably, he or she would probably be very offended. So I'm sorry, and I will go on to the next picture. Okay, this guy is doing something. Do you guys know what this is called?
Yes.
What is this called?
Lifting.
What?
Lifting.
Lifting. He is lifting. What is he lifting? Oops, sorry.
All those. Well, I'm not sure how do you call that.
Heavy lifting, I think.
Uh-huh. Okay, so he is lifting weights. This is one way to say it. He's lifting weights. Okay. I don't remember. I used to do this, but I don't remember what. I think because all of this stuff comes apart. The weights come off the bar. The bar is called a bar, okay, and then you can put the weights on the bar. And I forget exactly what they're called. But anyhow, the movement he's doing, he's lifting weights or he's weightlifting, yes, but there's an actual movement that he's doing and it has a specific name. First of all, he's squatting. What he's doing is called a squat. When you have your feet like shoulder width apart and you sit like you're sitting in a chair, that's called a squat, okay? But the thing is, he has weight on his back. It's called a back squat. Back squat. Now this is very specific. Some people are never going to do a back squat in their life. Some people who go to the gym will, and anyhow, this is a really, really good exercise for your back, for your abs, for your quadriceps. We're going to talk about muscle groups in just a little bit. But anyhow, he's doing a back squat. So now, next picture. Have you guys ever seen something like this? What are these people doing?
Aerobics?
What?
Aerobics?
Yeah, it could be called aerobics, but it's something that's even more intense than that. Have you guys heard of something called CrossFit?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they are doing CrossFit. Now, CrossFit is like, I think it's kind of like a modern form of exercise. I mean, they take a whole bunch of different types of exercises, and they've made a new sport, basically. Like bodybuilding would be, I guess, a sport. CrossFit is also one, and there is something called the CrossFit Games where people compete from all over the United States or all over the world. This specific exercise that they're doing is called box jumps. They are doing box jumps, and it is an amazing exercise. It's really tough because you have this box that's almost as tall as where your hips are, and you just have to jump on top of it. And a lot of times they'll say, you know, you have to do like as many as you can in 1 minute or something like that. But anyhow, I want to talk a little bit about CrossFit since we are on this topic and I used to do it. First of all, the idea with CrossFit is completely the opposite as to the idea of going to a gym. Because when you go to a gym, you're like, well, I guess I'll work out for an hour today, maybe an hour and a half. Or you say, wow, I worked out for 2 hours. But what they say, what the CrossFit trainers will tell you, and I know because this is what they told me, is that it really doesn't matter how long you spent at the gym if you didn't have intensity at the gym, if you didn't do an intense exercise. And if you do a truly, truly intense exercise, your body can't do it for longer than 20 minutes. If it's truly intense and it takes every ounce of your strength, in 20 minutes your body's going to be dead, okay? So in CrossFit, what they do is they have a WOD every single day. Now, WOD stands for Workout of the Day. I love this form of exercise, you guys. So if you are ever interested in checking out a CrossFit gym in your area, I would recommend it. But anyhow, what they do is a workout of the day. Now, this entails, first you do a warm-up. What's a warm-up, you guys?
It's when you start like warming up your different muscles for now to be prepared for the exercise.
Exactly. And why is doing a warm-up important?
Probably you can harm your joints or your muscles if you don't do that.
Exactly, exactly. Your body, we say that your body's cold, basically, to avoid any injury. Thank you, Lucero. Yes. Basically, it's important to warm up, loosen up your body, loosen up your get the blood flowing. You have to get your blood rate up, okay? So anyhow, for CrossFit, what you do is you go to a certain gym, a CrossFit gym, and you have a workout. And your time at the gym, it's like a class. Like how we do English class for 1 hour, you would do a CrossFit class for 1 hour. Now, in this hour, you do your warm-up, then you do your WOD, which is your workout of the day, then you do a cool down. A cool down is basically the opposite of a warm-up. So a cool down is something you do to bring your heart rate down, okay? Just so you can relax a little bit after doing an intense workout. Now, the WODs that they do, they change every single day. And I'll give you an example of one later. But basically, you generally have a certain amount of time to do it in. It's either do 3 rounds of this in as little time as possible, or you have a certain workout that you have to do for 15 minutes without stopping, or 20 minutes without stopping, but they are really, really intense workouts. They involve a lot of pull-ups, back squats, all that kind of heavy weightlifting, okay? So, this again, sets and rounds. Let me talk about this really fast. Sets, rounds, and I have a couple other words here that I wanted to go over. Just give me 1 second. Repetitions, laps. Okay. Reps, and then laps. Okay, guys, I want to tell you what all these words are, how they are used in English. Okay, so a set would be 10 squats, and then we will say we'll say 2 laps around the field. We'll pretend that this gym that I'm talking about is close to a field. Now, when you do laps around something, it's referring to the amount of times you go around something. So if I do laps around the block, that means I'm going around the block a certain amount of times. If I do laps around a field, laps around something else, it's basically making a circle or a square, but going like this, okay? So 10 back squats, 2 laps around the field, and then I don't think we got to sit-ups yet, and then 30 sit-ups. Okay, sit-ups, you guys, if you don't know, it's when you're laying on your back and you have your knees up, and then you have to use your abs to bring your body up like this. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyhow, this would be a set, 1 set. 10 back squats, 2 laps around the field, and then 30 sit-ups. This is a set. And then if I said times 5, I would have 5 rounds of this set. Okay? And they can sets like they use rounds. They can say, and we're going to have 5 sets of this. But normally this would be a set, and then you would have a certain amount of rounds of it. Or they could say repetitions. Okay, repetitions or reps would be how much you repeat something. So hopefully that's not too confusing. You guys, if you ever watch workout videos and stuff like that, you should hear these words. So anyhow, and then what's the word that we use when we're not feeling good the next day because our back hurts because we lifted a lot of weight the day before and our body is tired? We say, I'm so what? It starts with an S. Let's say I lifted a lot of weights yesterday. Now today I'm like, oh, I lifted weight yesterday. My arms are so sore. Okay, they're so sore. That's when something hurts. Yes, not sore though, just sore. They are sore, or they were sore. Good. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go back to the photos because we still have some stuff to throw. But anyhow, yes, this was our CrossFit photo. CrossFit's really fun, and you get really, really strong. I was never as strong as when I did CrossFit. Okay, good, and now we have a picture here of just some random stuff. What do you guys see?
Oh, apple, water.
Weights.
Uh-huh. And they, what is that thing with numbers on?
Centimeter, 100 centimeters.
That is called a measuring tape. Okay, and why do you think there's a picture of this measuring tape in the picture with all of the healthy, you know, snack and water and weights? Why is there a measuring tape here?
To control the volume of your body, some parts.
Yeah, to measure zero. Yes, we can use measuring tapes to see if we are getting skinnier. For example, if you want to lose some weight and you want to get skinnier, you can see how much skinnier you're getting. Or what if you're kind of skinny and you're like a guy and you're like, well, I want to build some muscle. I want my arms to get bigger. So measuring tapes could also be used to see how much muscle you're building. All right. Okay, next. He is lifting weights. And does anybody know what this muscle is called that he's working out?
His arm?
Yes, it's his arm, but it's more specifically called his bicep. Okay? Yes, biceps. Good. And don't let me forget, guys, we need to talk about the muscle groups. Okay, this girl, she is doing a side squat, so I just wanted to let you guys know that there are different variations of squatting. You can squat side up. And who knows what this girl is doing?
Some a stretch, I think, or a strain.
It kind of looks like a stretch, but it's called a jumping jack. Now, let me show you in here, okay? A jumping jack, it's something where you're standing up straight, and then you jump up, and you put your hands up here, and as you jump, you put your feet apart. Does that make sense? Yes. So you do 1, 2, 3, and doing jumping jacks is kind of like a normal way, I guess, or a common way to get your heart rate up, because you just start jumping and you move your arms and your legs.
Yeah,
so it's called jumping jacks. Okay, and really quick, let's talk about muscle groups. Okay, this muscle back here on my arm, what is this called?
Tricep?
Yes, this is your tricep, okay? Now, this little muscle, what is this called?
Bicep.
Bicep. Good. Muscles on your tummy, what are those called?
Six-pack.
Yeah, well, hopefully. I don't know if I have a six-pack. Triceps, we said, okay, hang on. Triceps, biceps. I'm writing these down for you guys. Okay, the ones on your tummy, those are called abdominals, or we call them abs for short. And if you have a six-pack, then a six-pack. Good. Okay, so now let's talk about leg muscles. Okay, I'm not gonna like you guys. Sorry. So if what's the front top part of my leg? What muscle is that?
Your knee?
Like if I do a squat, what is it called? It's called the quadriceps, or we call them quads for short, okay? So when you do a squat, we saw the guy doing a back squat with weight. He's working out his quadriceps, okay? Among other things. Okay, but then the back of the leg, like when you touch your toes, who can touch their toes when they like bend over? Can you guys touch your toes? Are you flexible? Okay, well, when you feel that burn, that's because it's stretching your hamstring muscles, okay? Those are the muscles that are in the back of your leg. And you guys, I am only giving you the most basic muscle groups here. Like, you got to know these to be able to talk to a trainer, because the trainer is going to say, yes, this exercise is going to work out your triceps, this one's going to work out your biceps, this one will work out your quads, this one will do your abs, your hamstring, let's stretch your hamstring now. And the last one, what was the last one? Hang on, let me find it. I had a picture. Oh, your calves, your calf muscles. So those are the ones that are on the back of your leg, but at the bottom, underneath your knee, you can like grab it. It's like a big piece of meat. I mean, if you have that kind of leg. But anyhow, those are called your calves. Okay?
Okay.
And if you ever want to work out your calves, all you have to do is stand up straight. Stand up straight. You can put your feet together or you don't have to, and then lift up onto your toes. Then go back down and lift up onto your toes, and do this 100 times, and your calves are going to burn, your butt is going to burn, you're going to feel it. Okay? That's a good exercise. Okay, guys, so we're going to go back to the pictures because I have some more words to teach. Are you guys learning a lot of useful vocabulary?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Good, okay. Yay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what is she doing, you guys? This lady, she's doing what? We just said
Jumping
it.
jacks.
Good. Okay, now the other guy, he was doing a back squat because he had the weight on his back. So if that was a back squat, what do you think this squat is called?
A chest squat?
It's actually even more simple than that. Well, actually, no, I get it. You were talking about the back being, yeah, on his back, and now it's on his chest. But no, it's called a front squat. What? Because the first one was in the back. Front. Good. So this woman is doing a front squat. Who thinks that they would be able to do a front squat like this?
I could try, but I'm not promising that I will be successful.
Good. That's okay. Well, these squats take practice, and you always practice without weight before using weight. Okay, this woman, what is she doing?
Sit-ups.
Yes. Let me see the next. Okay, so in this picture, she's doing sit-ups because she's coming all the way up to her knees. However, in this picture, let's suppose that she comes far and then goes back down. What would we call it then? Because a sit-up is when you sit all the way up. But there's another one that we have when they only come up just a little bit and go back down. That would be called a crunch, or we would say she is doing crunches because she's just crunching her abs together and then laying back down. So does that make sense? A sit-up is when you come all the way up to your knees and go back down, and doing crunches, that's when you just come up just like, you just take your shoulders off of the ground. What did I write? Oh, you're right, Caesar. It's crunches with the edge vertically, and I forgot. So crunches. Here we go. Good. Okay. So that was crunches. This is sit-ups. Okay, and this girl, she is, I'm going to try and get through this kind of quickly, so I'll just say instead of asking. She's running, but she could also be jogging. So the difference here is that we usually say, oh, I went for a run, or I went running. Or we could say, I went for a jog, I went jogging. But generally, jogging is kind of like a little bit slower than running. So if you don't run very fast at all, maybe you should just say, I went jogging. Good. And these people, they are walking. Now, they aren't just walking like they're shopping, okay? You can see by the way their arms are moving that they are really walking hard. So we can even call this power walking. Power walking is when you walk really fast on purpose, power walking, to burn calories. Sometimes people, when they power walk, they even have weights in their hands or weights around their ankles. All right. Okay, this woman, who knows what she's doing?
She's pulling a rope, elastic rope, something.
Exactly. And the type of exercise that she's doing, this is called Pilates. But this is Pilates with a bed. There's kind of people that doesn't have a bed. I do Pilates, and this is the kind that I do. So when I say, oh, I went to my Pilates class, this is what I was doing. Good. Okay, so this is Pilates. This woman is stretching, and she's pregnant. So, you know, everybody should work out and stretch, even if you're pregnant. In fact, that's probably when it's most important. This woman, what is she doing?
Kind of extreme push-ups.
Extreme push-ups. We actually call this a pull-up. This is when you pull your body up. So she's not laying down. She's the vertical wall, and she has pulled her body up like that. So is anybody here able to do pull-ups? Let me write it. This is a pull-up. When I was really strong, I could do like 10 pull-ups. Now I think I can do 2. All right.
Good image.
Good. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. This guy, what is he doing?
Push-ups.
Good. Yes, this one is a push-up. Good. And this woman, she's on a machine. It's not a treadmill. Does anybody know what this one is called?
Spinning wheel. Something with a spinning. Oh, no,
This one is actually called the elliptical. Basically, you put your feet there and you move them and you move your arms along with your feet. And this one is another one that is very common in gyms in the USA, for example. Okay, so this is a picture of just a normal squat. So if you want to work up to being able to do a back squat or a front squat, this is what you could practice with. And this woman is on a stationary bike. We say stationary because it doesn't move. A stationary bike. And this guy, what is he doing, you guys? What is this?
He's dancing like the Russian.
Maybe he's not dancing. This movement is called a pistol. Okay, and it is a one-legged squat. He's doing a squat, but he's using only one leg. This is incredibly difficult because you have to be very strong and you have to be able to balance. But he lifts one leg, and then he brings the other leg down to squat, and then he uses that same leg to push his body back up. Yes, these are fun. These are very fun. And you can practice doing these by like holding onto your friend's hands or holding on to a rope or something to balance yourself while you practice going down. But yeah, these ones are tough. Okay, and this movement is called. This is called a lunge. Okay, this is a lunge. You can do walking lunges. That's where every time you take a step, you go down like this. Okay, and this really works out your quadriceps. And it makes them burn. So you can do walking lunges, or you can do like stationary lunges where you just take a step in front of you and then take a step back. Take a step in front of you, take a step back. Good, next. These women are probably doing a Pilates class as well. They're using an exercise ball, and it looks like they're leaning on it for support, and then they are lifting their legs and probably doing repetitions. Good. And this woman, what is she doing?
She's doing yoga?
Yes, this is definitely yoga. Definitely. All right, and this guy, this exercise is called a deadlift. This is where you just pick up weight off the ground, you bring it up, and you stand with it, and then you drop it. That's a deadlift. Good. And then we're back to the beginning. Good, because we were running out of time. Okay, so in the beginning, Fernando was able to tell me a little bit about his exercise routine, but Caesar, what about yours?
I know that that's healthy, and I have to do some exercise, and I think I start next week.
Oh,
At least to
good.
run around the block.
Yeah.
4 rounds, I
What
think would
kind
be
of,
nice.
is there a certain type of exercise that you think you might like?
Yes, I mean jogging, running, push-ups, sit-ups.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the most common ones. You
Yeah.
can do them at home, right? You don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah. I like going to an area where other people work out just because I like the energy. There's like good energy, you know, people are working out around you. Sometimes it makes you want to work out harder. So if, Caesar, if you have a CrossFit gym in your area, I mean, look one up on the internet and just check it out. You might like it because it's cool because you get to know a lot of people and they are, I don't know, CrossFit, it's hard, but it's like, it's not like you can't do it. It's fun. And everybody works with whatever they can work with. So if you can only lift like 10 kilos, they're only going to make you lift 10 kilos. But if you can lift more than that, you do more, etc. Really quick, Lucero asked a question. I was wondering if jab and hook are the same. No, this has to do with like boxing and stuff. Now, I don't probably know anything about boxing, but I do know this. A jab, I believe, is just the punch. Like this. Does it feel like I'm going to punch you guys? Okay, so that's jab, I believe, and then hook is like this, right? Don't look at my form, not this, right? But hook is where you make like a hook with your arm and you do something like that, I think. But you could always Google it and YouTube just to verify. I could be wrong. So anyhow, really quick, let's answer one question or maybe one or two, depending on the time, before we go. What's a sport that you guys would love to try and maybe like in your dreams you would be really good at it? For me, I would be like a professional surfer, okay? That's like my dream. What about you guys? Lucero, you can write yours here. Fernando, Caesar, what do you guys think?
Well, I would love to be a professional basketball player.
Uh-huh. Cool. Caesar?
Rafting.
Oh, nice. Rafting, like the big blow-up rafts, or more like in a kayak or something, whitewater rafting, that's what it's called.
Yes, rafting. I mean, I think that you're with a group of people and you're trying to survive while you are going down the river, right?
Yes, yes. Have you ever done whitewater rafting?
No, but I wish I could.
Yeah. I did it when I was really younger. I was like 13 or something. And The thing is, we didn't go in a very dangerous river, so it was kind of boring. I felt like I was just bouncing around in the river. And so I asked the instructor, because I used to swim and I was really active. So I asked him, oh, I wasn't 13 in that case. I think I was 15. But anyhow, I asked the instructor if I could go down the rapids outside of the raft, and he's like, sure. So I'm like, okay, tell me when to jump. And right before we hit the rapids are the whitewater, right? He said no, and I jumped out, and then I went down just with my helmet on and a life vest, and that's fun. That was fun. But at one point, I got stuck under the raft, but it was just for a quick second. Anyhow, guys, Lucero says she would like to do bungee jumping. Bungee jumping. It's spelled incorrectly, but that's okay. Anyhow, guys, that's all for today. Any questions?
No, not really, actually. We
All
learned
right.
a lot of words.
No questions.
This was a very vocabulary-heavy class. So feel free to take it again if you ever see that I'm off again. When I say, does anybody know what this is called? You can try and remember and say, yes, that's a lunge. Okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. Take care. Take care, and I hope to see you guys again soon, okay?
Okay, goodbye. See you.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, just a question about the lunch.
Yes.
I just watched that they use like this. I don't know how to do it, but like this, right? In a lunch, for instance, with my fingers. But in the video that I show you, they do the lunch, but they instead of going maybe ahead, they go to one side. Or the other
Yes,
side.
instead of going forward, they do a side lunge. And that's the thing with exercise. It's like a squat. You can do a back squat or a front squat. With a lunge, you can do a side lunge or not. Same thing with the plank that we talked about. You can do a side plank. There's so, like, literally we just covered the basic vocabulary. Maybe I'll make a class with more advanced exercise vocabulary because, seriously, we just, like, skimmed the surface here.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, thank you very
Fernando.
much.
Yeah. See you soon, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Lucero. You're welcome.